Madison weighs in on Snoop Dogg's comments about the Lightyear movie after his grandson asked him about two lesbians having a baby.
Snoop, you have music videos with women dancing and kissing other women, dancing naked. So why is displaying lesbian behavior in your music videos appropriate, and you are afraid to answer the questions from your
First of all, why is this ain't even your department. They talking about lesbians having baby, women having baby, like with other women. This ain't in your colony, bitch, goddamn.
Jess Hilarious recently responded to TS Madison's response to Snoop Dogg saying that he had trouble and he felt uncomfortable when he was in the movies with his grandson, and a certain scene came on the movie that made his grandson ask some questions.
Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, I didn't come in for this. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of that I don't have an answer.
Now, the scene in question, I guess it was two women who had a child, and Snoop Dogg's grandson asked him, hey, how did they have a child? Now, I love Jess Hilarious. I feel like she's really relatable, but she's definitely wrong when it comes to this. TS Madison took the hypocrisy angle. She decided to point out that Snoop Dogg had lesbian scenes in a lot of his past music videos.
Snoop, you have music videos with women dancing and kissing other women, dancing naked. So why is displaying lesbian behavior in your music videos appropriate, and you are afraid to answer the questions?
But that's not really addressing what Snoop Dogg is saying. Those music videos were clearly meant for adults. Buzz Lightyear, the movie that they went to go see, rated E for everyone. And that's the heart of Snoop Dogg's argument, that it should not be in a movie meant for kids. So TS Madison is missing the point by responding this way. But I get what she's trying to do. Jess Hilarious responds and basically says she has no stake in the game.
First of all, why is this ain't even your department. They talking about lesbians having baby, women having baby, like with other women. This ain't in your colony, bitch, goddamn.
It's kind of like saying that because someone doesn't have kids, they can't have an opinion on having children. They can have an opinion. They have a right to have an opinion. It may be a less informed opinion with less credibility than someone who does have kids, but not always. The only proper response to this argument from someone is to reframe the question and ask them, how would you feel if you were in the movies and it was a straight couple that had a kid and your kid turned to you and said, hey, how did they have a kid? Now, one, this is going to force them to think for a second. They know that it does not make them uncomfortable in the same way that it makes them uncomfortable when they see a same-sex couple on screen that has a kid. Two, it forces them to admit that both situations call for a mature conversation with kids. It's no different. Three, and this is the most important thing, it forces them to admit something, that the only difference in the way that they feel is because they're looking at a same-sex couple. This is where you win the argument, because if they admit that the only reason why they feel different is because it's a same-sex couple, they're admitting that they feel that way because they're talking about a gay couple. They're talking about specific identity differences. It would be no difference than someone saying that they have a problem with something because of someone's color, race, or gender. And if you can get them to admit that, then you can get them to admit that it's discrimination, and discrimination is wrong. You win. A simple, the child was adopted would have been enough in Snoop Dogg's situation. Nothing sexual, nothing inappropriate for a kid to hear. The child was adopted. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that, you know what, Jess Hilarious and Snoop Dogg, they're right? That should not be in anything to do with rated E for everyone. Nothing in kids' movies, nothing. It should not be on there. Everyone should be able to go into the movies without having to have this conversation. Or do you agree with me? Do you think that it's discrimination? It's just discrimination. You're just bringing this up because it has something to do with you not liking a particular thing about people.